So far, you have used for loops with list, range, and strings. What if I told you you can use for loop with any iterable data type in Python? Let's explore how. Hello learners, welcome to your learning hub, the Learning Loop. I am Swati Sharma and this is the 31st video of my beginner friendly Python course series. If you are joining me for the first time, thank you for dropping by. And if you haven't checked out my previous videos yet and you are starting out on your Python journey, I will highly recommend you to go back and check those out so that you are all caught up. Before we move forward, if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please go ahead, press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you do not miss out on any future videos. In the previous video, we covered how for loops work with list, range, and strings. If you would like to revisit those, I will link the video above so you can go ahead and check that out. In this video, we are specifically going to focus on how for loops work with other data types like tuples, sets, and dictionaries. We are keeping it as a separate video so you can clearly understand how for loops behave with different data types without any confusion. So without a further ado, let's dive in. A for loop can work with any iterable object in Python. That means anything that you can go through one element at a time, for loop can work with it. We will be understanding how for loop work with the other data types like tuple sets and dictionaries using examples. And I will be doing today's demo in Google Colab and will paste the link to that notebook in the description box below. So just in case you would like to come back and check the code out, you can go ahead and do that. Let's start with how for loops work with tuples. There is no difference in how for loops behave with tuples compared to a list. It goes through each element one by one and executes the code for each value. The only difference between tuple and list is that tuples are immutable, meaning we cannot change their element, whereas list is mutable. However, when it comes to looping, this difference doesn't affect anything. The for loop behaves exactly the same. Let's understand this with an example. Let's declare a variable numbers and I declare a tuple and I write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then I write a for loop starting for as a keyword I, which is a variable in numbers, and I write print I. I will now run it and you can see it has printed the numbers that are there in the tuple. So it went through each value and just executed the code that we have written under the for loop. Now let's understand how for loops behave with sets. Lists and tuples are sequence data types, which means they maintain the order. Each element has a fixed position and loops run in the same order. However, sets are different. Sets are unordered collection, which means they do not maintain any fixed order. So when you use for loop with sets, it still goes through each element one by one, but the order in which the elements are processed may not be the same every time. So the behavior of the loop is still the same. It iterates over each element. But the only difference is that the order may not be guaranteed. Let's understand this with an example. I'm going to declare two variables, number set and number list, and we will declare list and number with the same numbers. I'm going to declare a set and I have written whatever, and now I'm going to declare one more variable, that is number underscore list, and declare the same numbers in that. Oops. Okay. I am going to write the code for sets here, number set and print I. I'm going to run it. And you can see the order is different from what I have given above, right? It's not in the same order. The 23 is at the last, 44 is at some other position because it's an unordered collection of elements. However, let's do one more code. In second code, I give for I in number underscore list. And I say print I. Okay, let's print it. And you can see the order is maintained. You can see 23, 44, 55, it is in the same order. Because in list, this order is preserved. Every element has the position number. And when we iterate over list, it goes through the same order as we have, in the same order in which the elements are declared in that particular list. However, for sets, it is an unordered collection of elements or items. So when you try to iterate over the set using for, it goes through each element, but the order is not guaranteed. It could be in any order. As you can see, the order in which I have declared my variable number set and the order in which the items have been printed are not same. And that's the only difference, how it behaves differently with sets in comparison to list or tuples. Now let's understand how for loop behaves with dictionaries. Just like list, tuple and sets, dictionaries are also iterable, so we can use for loops with them. However, dictionaries come in key value pairs, which makes them slightly different. Because of this, how we iterate over dictionaries using a for loop is also slightly different. Let's understand this with an example. Let's say I am going to declare a variable student and I'm going to declare this as a dictionary. So I'm going to declare each element as a key value pair. Anything on the right is a key and anything on the left is a value. So here, name, age, courses are keys, John 25 and the list math, science is our values. When I loop through this particular dictionary, by default, it will loop through the keys. Let's say I write for and I'm going any variable key in student. And I'm going to say print key. It is going to print all the keys, that is name, age and courses. You can also use a function that is called dot keys if you want to iterate over keys. However, you can skip using that because by default, when you are looping through the dictionaries, it is going to loop through the keys. Let's say if you want to loop through the values. In that case, you can use the function that is dot values, like the way we have used dot keys. So I write for value in student dot values, print values. As soon as I give the function as dot values, it is going to print all the values here. As you can see, John, 25 and the list that is math, science are values and it has printed that. If you want to print both key value pair, in that case, we are going to declare it like key, value. These are the two variables in, and I'm going to write student dot items. Now this function will get both the keys and values. And I'm going to write print key, value. And I'm going to run it and you can see it has printed both the key value pair, keys and the values. If you want, you can print any one of them. That is your wish. You can do that as well. Or you can format it how you would like to print. For example, I write key, and I put slash and then value. and then hit, you can see it says name, age, courses. You can print it in any way. In the next video, we will move one step further and learn about the nested loops. And with that, we will wrap up the loops topic in Python. If this video helped you understand how for loops behave with different data types, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, happy coding.